This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 795. We are marching toward episode 800, which is about 500 episodes into the episodes being numbered, funny enough. Prior to that, we identified each episode by date.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know why that matters, but it was just something top of mind. I was thinking about that on the drive this morning. That was Chris. Rob's here.
Hello.
Birthday Matt.
Hello.
Dawn.
Hello.
Dawn is what, a month away? Is it a month?
A month
That's
tomorrow away from getting hitched.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woohoo! We're gonna party.
Oh yeah.
The fear hasn't said it. It's like, oh my God, what am I doing? It's like, she's wonderful, but it's like, is she really going to be stuck with me the rest of her life? I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, there is an out for that, Dawn. So, don't worry about it. Don't stress. You're not getting divorced. I'm not wishing you divorce for your wedding. But
poison.
Poison. But you know what? If it happens, it happens. I am the worst inspirational speaker ever.
That's
Yeah, you are.
Don't let him speak at your wedding.
Oh my God! I was my friend Mike's best man, and I ended up having to speak at the wedding, and I completely forgot that I was going to have to do that. That was not fun. Yeah.
Well, my best friend got married 3 times. So on the 3rd time,
This is his first wedding. I don't
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
the 3rd time, I got up and I already had some drinks, and I was like, "Well, here we are again." His mom loved that.
My brother's on his 4th, and two in a row had the same name. And that's diecast. So
Yeah, everybody.
My sister's been through 3 at this point.
my father-in-law.
I think she's done now.
My father-in-law is also on his 4th, and he's on the good one. But it's weird that she's only a few years older than I am.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's very weird. Yeah.
That's
Very.
weird and uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's weird and uncomfortable. It is what it is. But she's great. She's like the best cook. So I don't know where I'm going with that now, but I'm just thinking about she used to
Off
be
the rails.
She used to be.
That's where you're going.
She used to
So
be
Don, I can see the anxiety and stress forming on your face, and just don't pay any attention to us. You're gonna be fine.
You'll be fine.
If she was going to run away screaming, she would have done a
Would have
long
happened
time
already.
ago.
Yeah.
You two have been together for a long time now. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah, you're
this
good.
is-
I know.
this
I
is
know.
just
I'm
a
sorry.
formality.
He's just confused as to why I'm talking about my mother-in-law's cooking. But she used to be the short order cook at the cafe just down the road from where I used to live, and they had the best hot dogs. Don, they were the red hot dogs, but they were deep fried and they were amazing.
Okay, guys, I was not worried at all. I am pre-ordering something. Because
That's what the show is for.
Well, yeah, because Diecast Shozy has that Jetfire for $85.
Oh wow, nice. Okay,
Oh.
cool. Okay,
Dang.
so Don is. Do you take a drink if Don buys something, or if it's me? Does it have to be
counts.
I think it has to be Kilby.
me? Okay,
Oh,
okay.
darn it.
Let me check Mandarocket real quick. Okay, so let's see.
Actually, it's a good time to do that because the exchange rate is ridiculous right now in our
Yeah.
favor.
It is.
140 something yen to the dollar. I've
Oh,
never
wow.
seen that before.
I wish I could find something to buy for that. But it's the shipping is like, I'm saving all this money, and the shipping is just nuking all that.
So,
I was just looking at that.
Panda Strong earlier in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, was sharing that he bought a Bump of Chicken Bumblebee earlier. And he said that with the middleman fees and shipping and everything, it came out to just a little over $30.
Dang.
Wow, that's awesome. So
Wow, the things were like $100 to
buy it domestic.
Yeah. Apparently the price on those has come down quite a bit in the last several months.
I just sold one, so I know that it's gone down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at Mandarocket, and I'm not going to buy anything. So we're about 5 minutes in, so that's fair. There's news and stuff to talk about this week.
Yeah,
All
sort of.
right.
Because we didn't mention it in pre-show, and Sean DM'd me on Twitter. It's like, are you going to talk about the Star Trek Nerf phasers? And Hasbro stuff is quasi on topic, so I'm not going to, balk at mentioning this. I really want that hand phaser. and it's $120 for the set, but I really want the
Yeah.
hand phaser.
So I know Rob and I both had thoughts on this. I'll start with mine. Is they actually wrote like
Star Trek.
The branding
On it.
Star Trek is
Yes.
on
Yeah.
the phaser rifle.
And the Type 2.
Yes, but it's in the original series font
Yes.
on a next generation style phaser.
Yes, but it shoots a Nerf dart. That's what separates it from the Drek. Yeah.
Rob, how about Rob? What do you have?
Not too much more than that, except to say I wish they were selling the Type 2 phaser by itself. I would do that. Not going to do the set. And also, they kind of forgot to mention that it's the 30th anniversary of Star Trek Next Generation in specific, and sent out Hasbro Pulse emails saying, celebrate the 35th anniversary of Star Trek, which was
Yeah.
a long damn time ago
Yeah.
So that's what, Star Trek 4? So it's the third. Yeah.
No, the 35th anniversary would have been.
That's 87, wasn't it?
now.
No,
that,
that
was
was-
the,
no.
that was like the 20th anniversary. So
Because remember
About
that original series NES game was the 25th anniversary game that came out in what 91, 92?
yeah, so
around there?
2001 would be when the 35th
Yeah.
anniversary of Star Trek was.
No, Star Trek 4 was 1986, so it's
Yeah.
the 36th anniversary of Zero Off. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
I was talking about the Voyage Home,
Yes.
Yeah,
which is 36 years. I thought it was 35.
No.
it's
Not,
still
no, not in 86. If it was 86, that was the 20th.
yeah. TNG is what is 35 years
What
old.
the hell are we
this year.
talking about? It's 35.
It
1987
is
is
the
35 years
36th
ago.
anniversary of Star Trek 4.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you. Okay.
Yes,
What
I mean,
the
I know they
hell?
said celebrate the 35th anniversary of Star
See,
Trek.
when you talk about the anniversary of something, it's usually from when that thing starts. So it sounds like you were saying that the Voyage Home was the X anniversary of Star Trek.
yeah,
Now that we no longer do video, I'm going to edit all of this out.
I mean, that seems fair.
yeah,
Um,
I can't say it.
I don't want to lean heavily on editing because I don't want to do post production on this podcast,
Right.
but this warrants it.
It can go to the patrons.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Irrespective.
I wish the phaser rifle wasn't partly assimilated. Like I wish it was just a stock phaser rifle.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I'm glad it isn't, because then I would want to buy it, and this way I
Why
don't have
is
to.
it? Why is it assimilated?
I don't know.
So that's a reference to what? First
Nothing.
contact.
Contact.
First contact.
I mean, theoretically, but the Borg didn't assimilate any phaser rifles. Why would they?
So are they just basically just taking a blank slate, making a phaser, and then just dumping as many homages on this one thing as they can?
it's
to
kind
cover
of
the
backward.
bases?
It's backwards. Like normally you put the stock version out first, then you put actually, this is the Hasbro playbook, because they'll do the toy that you want after they do the first stab at the mold. So
yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're planning to release the phaser rifle on its own,
Mhm.
like as a regular retail thing for $80.
yeah,
But
They don't
it'll
want to
still be
undercut that.
it'll still be horribly colored because it's Nerf.
I don't
the-
care. I like
the-
it.
The colors aren't too bad on that, and like if it was not partly assimilated, like I would take it just because it's the first prop size actual toy of that phaser rifle design.
I like it. It makes me. What is it? The Playmates has the Type 2.
I mean, Playmates released Type 2s in
Yeah.
their tenure, yeah.
Yeah.
and you can get a replica, quote unquote, on Amazon pretty cheap. But I want one that shoots Nerf darts, and that's what this is. So I'm good with it.
That's fair.
That says Star Trek on it in the Star Trek original series font.
Well,
And see, that's the other thing too. Like, if this was just a clean phaser rifle, I would be talking to you right now about, okay, we'll split the set. I only want the phaser
Yeah,
rifle. You only want
yeah.
the Type 2. We can come to, we can meet in the middle somewhere on that.
Yeah.
and the cool thing is, it'll be just as effective against the Borg as the real phaser rifle was.
I mean, arguably, a Nerf dart phaser rifle would be more effective against the Borg because it would actually hit them.
I mean, never mind. Let's jump to the next news item. But yeah, Sean, we talked about it. Thank you for asking. We may just start doing that, request a new segment.
Oh, that
We-
sounds really. I mean, we have veto power, but it still sounds
No,
dangerous.
we do that anyway. We like in pre-shows. Like people sometimes ask, "Are you going to talk about this?" Well, no, we weren't, but we can now.
Well, if we want to bring back it's a Don deal, you could be like, give Don a topic to ramble on for 20 minutes, and then you pick one and give it to me.
Well, if somebody wants to be the producer and host and all that, have at it.
Hank's here. Let me ask him.
Okay. Okay, next news item. Upcoming Transformers ReAction teased on G2 Grimlock and toy Galvatron cardbacks.
The corollary to this is that ReAction, G2 Grimlock, and Toy Color Galvatron are being found in stores this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, the big one here. I mean, like, I'm excited to see the Quintesson and the Sharkticon. God help me, I will probably buy multiples of the Sharkticon.
At $18 each.
I mean, how much is a Legends toy? How much does that cost?
Well, the Legends toys when the Sharkticons came out were $10.
Oh, okay. Like things I'm not excited about though, that reflector. Like cartoon reflector doesn't do much for me. But of course the literal big thing on here that everybody immediately jumped to and is the most wonderful thing I think I've personally ever seen, including like my newborn child, is the Unicron prototype. It's 6 inches.
Yeah.
And I have to ask, what does Unicron need with a gun?
It's perfect. I love it.
Maybe the
Excuse
original
me,
concept toy was
I
going to come with a
said-
gun.
What does
What
Unicron
does Unicron need with a gun?
You didn't answer his question. What does Unicron need with a gun?
But
There goes that Unicron shooting off his gun again at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but the early like plans had a gun for Unicron, and I think it was supposed to double as a stand for planet mode.
Yeah.
This is lovely. I love this. I cannot be happier. And
I hate it because I might finally end up having to buy a ReAction
Yes,
figure.
I hate it. I'm going to buy it.
I hate it. I'm going to buy it.
I just want to see the card. Now, I've only seen the picture off the card back, obviously. I want to see what the card art on the front looks like. That's what's really.
It'll
I
be
hope it
interesting.
looks just like this.
That would be like.
I love it. Don did a fat joke in.
He was doing his best Orson Welles.
He was miming a fat joke for
No, I'm just
everybody
saying,
who is actually listening
with,
to
with
this.
his arms his arms is this kind of like this locked in this curve, kind of like.
You're doing your best Orson Welles over there.
Okay, I don't see it. There's no green peas or anything, but I'll accept it.
Well, put a little more alcohol in him, and
There you go. Yeah. Okay, I have to have this, and I hate it that I have to have it, but I love it. I was sharing this with non-Transformer friends. I was like, "Look at this!"
The weird thing is, if they ever do a coffee table book of all their card art, I would probably sell all the ReAction figures I've got, because that's the main reason I'm getting them is the card art. But if I could have a book with all of that in it,
So it sounds like they're disincentivized from ever doing that because people are just buying it for the card art. Yeah, I need it. I'm buying it.
and that's like the fourth use of that Galvatron.
is it?
Regular Galvatron, scanning Galvatron. No, third use.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense.
What's the one on the bottom left of this card? Shockwave? Shockwave. Never
Yeah.
mind. Okay. Oh, is that Ultra Magnus new?
Yeah, I think the new things on here are Cyclonus, Ultra Magnus, Rekgar, the Sharkticon, and the Quintesson, plus of course Unicron.
Now, the cool thing is, now that we've got Quintesson, Ultra Magnus, Retgar, and
Cyclonus.
they can do Killing
Killing
Jar
Jar,
colors.
What's the? I'm putting that at 70%.
I mean, I could see it as a SDCC box set or something.
Yeah, I think it's far more likely as a ReAction set
Yeah.
than it is as
Oh yeah,
legacy set.
but I'm saying now they've done the molds.
Mhm.
I mean, Magnus is going to get the Diaclone colors. Cyclonus is going to get toy colors. Retgar might get a slight remold and change it to a Junkion. and the Quintesson may get a different. Maybe they could do the Quintesson from Dweller in the Depths that has the one damaged face, you know, as a variant. But that would be a perfect set for next year's PulseCon, something like that.
I think Matt's right. This is way more likely than getting the idea in Legacy.
So what's the likelihood of getting the face of Ninjika Perceptor?
Fairly low, I would say.
Yeah.
But that would be another good, you know,
it'd be easy to do.
You know, they could do, you know, the humans that, you know, they could do a DevCon, since just do an animation accurate DevCon. There's so much they could do in ReAction. Sort of like ReAction's kind of like Red, when characters that don't transform, you could actually make them look like the cartoon. ReAction is about the same price as Red when you think about it.
Yeah. It hurts my heart to think about it. Okay. Okay, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got?
Well, if you watch the YouTube stream this week, you'll recognize the next two items up in the news.
Diecast. Oh yeah. So there's a Andaseat. That name is weird. Andaseat. Like I'm getting Andaseat. Transformers gaming chair. There is an Optimus Prime. Bumblebee. Is it also a Megatron?
Yeah.
Like I don't know why you would actually want these. Like I don't even like the art on him. But
well, Diecast has one of their chairs. Is it comfortable?
It is very comfortable. It is an awesome chair.
Did you pay $400 for it?
Pretty close, yeah.
So take $400, subtract whatever you paid for it, and that's the licensing fee. So if Optimus Prime is worth that to you, you should get it.
I would definitely get this if I didn't just buy a chair from them. I got to be honest.
If Andaseat reaches out to us offering us one of these, for review or something, I call dibs.
Okay, I don't care. Sure.
Yeah.
That Bumblebee one is glorious. I think I would rock the Bumblebee.
Well, it sure is yellow.
Yeah. It reminds me of my Bumblebee Camaro that I had.
I'd probably want to go for the Megatron one because it's the most understated.
Yeah, I can see that. I wonder if these are limited editions, or it does not look like a limited edition.
No, it looks like regular retail or whatever.
Yeah, so you can, they can make as many as they can sell.
Mm-hmm.
The max height is somebody who's 5'9". Really? That's like right in that's like average height. Like that's the max height recommendation for this.
Well, no, they have XL chairs. They may not have this in an XL, but they have.
These are all L. These are all large.
Yeah. These are large chairs, but then they also have XL chairs,
but not the Transformers variety.
Yeah, you can still use it.
Weight capacity is 200 pounds. How many Transformers fans are gonna fit on that? Yeah.
Well, not more than one for sure.
Well, that says load weight rocking, so I don't know if that translates to the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's neat looking. But also, if you want to complete the lunch combo, you can get the Transformers lunchbox and thermos.
Yeah, I must say this is the best seat I ever had. The lunchbox and thermos.
Legally not a thermos. They don't refer to it as a thermos in the product listing.
They don't? Boo. I guess it's got a different art, because that kind of looks like the thermos that I've got. But I guess the art would be owned by Hasbro, so it doesn't matter.
The product copy does not mention the word thermos at any point, so I don't think it's a licensed branding. I don't think it has the right to call itself that.
The Thermos Company Incorporated. Whoever owns Thermos.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was thinking about getting it, and then I saw the Dungeons and Dragons one from the animated series, so I ordered that one instead.
I don't really dig tin lunch boxes. The one I had as a kid was like a metal or aluminum, whatever it is, but is a metal lunchbox. But like they're so easily dinged that
Yeah.
I would rather have a plastic one.
The cool thing is, I bought one at a flea market for like 50 cents or $1 when I was in my teens, and
That was
I
a long
didn't
time
even.
ago.
I know. I didn't even look till I got home, and it was a Visionaries thermos inside. I was like, awesome.
Cool. Yeah, like you can't really go to a flea market and buy a vintage Transformers lunchbox for 50 cents now, most likely.
No, I wouldn't expect so.
But yeah, I really like it. I wish it was plastic, but I'm still going to get it.
I'm absolutely getting it.
Yeah.
Already pre-ordered.
Oh, this popped up. What is it on?
Rob.
Yes, I put in the Discord. If it's not from the thermos region of France, it's just a sparkling decanter.
Nice. That's great.
See, that's that intellectual humor you don't get on a lot of other podcasts.
That's true. MPM-12N, movie masterpiece, Nemesis Prime.
Or Black Convoy,
Black
depending
Convoy.
who you ask.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I have this movie masterpiece or not. I don't think maybe I do. I don't even remember if I kept the Bumblebee Optimus Prime. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting this, but it does look nice.
Yeah, it looks okay.
I have yet to even open mine. I've had it since it came out, and I got it on a super good sale, and it's like I still haven't opened it.
I genuinely do not remember if I even have it. The MPM what
12.
12. Oh, that's right. Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
It's right there in the
Yeah.
the link. Yeah, it's neat.
That's okay.
I can live without it though, because I
Because you can.
live without it. Yeah. This comes okay. So it's released late March of 2023. It's 24,000 yen, 24,200
List price is 22,000 yen. That's the price with tax.
with tax. Yeah.
If you get it from Amazon Japan and you don't live in Japan, you'll get it for 22 or less.
I thought it was a
until,
TakaraTomy mall exclusive. Is it not?
Oh, it might be.
I love that whenever I put a number into Google, Google just assumes I'm converting yen to US dollars. So it's $167 right now.
Right. The exchange rate, of course, could tank at any time.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
Although lately it's only gotten better and better.
he's putting in a 5-digit number. This is yen
Or a zip code.
or a zip code. Let's see here.
Well, we've seen yen prices so high on stuff we like. We thought it was a zip code. It's like, are you going to stop anytime soon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Trainbot Suiken shown in TakaraTomy promo video. Seizan and Kaen
And
silhouette teased. Yeah. Just make the pain stop.
so apparently Suiken is going to be properly revealed and pre-orders go up next month.
I'm just so not excited about these, and I wanted a new Raiden for years,
But not this one.
but not this one.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
the one I wanted, but it's the one I'm going to get.
yeah, same here. It's like the monkey's paw of Trainbots.
I'm actually thinking of not getting any more of the train bots. Like I have
That's-
Shoki and
Yeah, it's probably smart.
yeah, I think I'm done.
I'm trying to be a completist with molds for G1 Beast Wars Masterpiece, not Movie Masterpiece or anything else I do.
That's a poor decision.
I chose poorly. But the only mold that I don't have is MPM, not MPM, is MP4. That's the Megatron, right? I still don't. I never got that, so I need at some point to correct that. Not looking forward to it. And it's been years and years and years, and I still haven't. But I want to have at least one of the mold, and I think in most cases I have every version of it except for a couple of them that I didn't get the subsequent repaint, or I missed
There was
one.
that weird gold MP4.
That was so easy to get for a while. It was like $100 on clearance
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I might as well show photos. I am just so down on these. I shouldn't be. But
haven't actually handled any of them yet, but I did ship Shoki from Big Bad Toy Store today, so I'll probably have that next week.
he's the one that I opened, spent 10 seconds holding, and I put it
Oh.
right back in the box.
I think he's the only one out
Yeah.
stateside right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I got my
think-
second Shoki last week and I sent it back. It cost me like $20 to ship it back to California.
Getsway should be relatively soon though, like next month, I think.
Or the end of this month, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
And
just
then
hoping I didn't order
Yukikaze,
them.
I have no idea when that's coming out.
I'm just hoping I didn't order them from Amazon Japan because I'm sure they're too late to cancel.
It is, yeah.
And they're just gonna show up.
So I put everything on my prepaid card. And if I don't have funds on it, I don't get the item. So, eventually they'll just cancel it.
Blade says, fast forward to diecast owning 3 copies of MP Raiden.
Yeah. What do I have on pre-order from? Oh yeah, arriving September 27th through the 30th. That's right. God, what's this? Oh, MP48 Plus. Oh no,
Which one's that?
Dark Amber Leopard Prime.
Oh,
I forgot I pre-ordered that. Why did I pre-order this?
Why did you pre-order that?
Why did I buy? I guess
completism for G1 and Beast Wars masterpieces.
Okay, which one was that, Ron? I'm not.
Dark Leo Convoy.
Yeah, I bought this in July. I forgot. That's not been that long ago. I already forgot about this.
No, what was it? I didn't hear what you said.
The Dark Leo Convoy. Yeah,
It was
Don
probably
made
you
a
probably
face.
pre-order
Yeah,
it
Don's
on the
face said it
show.
all.
$17,902 US dollars, and that is going to be $123. Money not well spent.
Paladin wants to know exactly where the plus part comes in.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. What else I got? A PulseCon Transformers content outline on Instagram. So there's a brand panel, we know.
Yeah, so next year's part of Legacy is going to be subtitled Legacy Evolution, which was originally planned to be the subtitle for Transformers Legacy this year, and then they just went with Legacy instead. Or
That was probably smart.
Possibly, yeah.
You don't add the extra subtitle until you need to. Legacy's fine on its own.
Yeah, and probably they would have just stuck with Legacy for the second year, except for retailers wanting things to look more fresh.
So the brand panel.
If this is Legacy and then now it's going to Legacy Evolution, does that mean it's going to evolve into G2?
I hope
that'd
so.
be
No,
nice.
it'll be a legacy revolution.
Yeah. Was it Don that cringed thinking it was gonna be Beast Machines? What it's been 23 years. Yeah, 23 years, and that song's still stuck in my head.
Well, it is a transformation revelation.
Yeah.
Beast Machines.
Yeah. So
They also make reference to a new partnership with something we've never seen before.
wow.
Which, I want to say that could be anything, but at this point, honestly, the partnerships have been going so long that there's not that many more things Transformers can partner with.
That's true.
Is it going to be a crossover or they?
I'm suspecting it'll be like a Transformers branded gas can or something.
10 years ago today, I did get that Transformers branded high gain Wi-Fi antenna. It just wasn't, it wasn't officially licensed, but it was, So this is at the end of the month on Friday the 30th. And
Yeah.
tentatively, I'm taking that day off. So I'm taking 2 Fridays in a row off. One for this and one for Don's wedding.
But it was nice of them to not schedule PulseCon against Don's wedding.
I know, right? My buddy Bobby scheduled his wedding against Don's wedding. And
Wow.
Yeah, and I chose you, Don.
Don works on the inside, so I'm sure he told them when they need to plan it.
Yeah, Bobby came to my wedding. You didn't come to my wedding, Don.
Did I know you at the time?
No.
Well, then there we go.
But
I knew
and,
you though. I knew you.
Well, everybody knew Don.
So at PulseCon, they're also, I guess, supposed to show us the last Shattered Glass reveal.
Which will be Soundwave.
Didn't I see somebody? Oh, those Blaster. Saying Blaster. They have, yeah. Okay. Blaster's out. Okay. Great.
Yeah, they've been taking their time with these reveals.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else in the news? Images of unreleased upcoming toys from alleged theft
From legally actionable videos.
Yeah. Magnificus. I saw that this week. It's nice.
It's okay. I wish it was the Titans Return mold.
Yeah. It's not going to be.
No, well, obviously we have pictures of it.
Yeah. But it wouldn't have been anyway.
It would have made more sense if they had done it when the Titans Return mold was fresh.
Have we gotten a Hasbro Magnificus yet?
No.
No.
I'm surprised it's taken this long.
I mean, they've not been super keen on.
Well, they always like to get, repaints of their molds out. So,
but
they never get another Perceptor.
But I mean, sometimes they'll utilize, like, in the past, maybe a Diaclone, maybe a Takara character. But not normally. Normally they'll shoehorn something.
But, I mean, Perceptor, there's only really two things you can get out of it. Perceptor and
but
Magnificus. And they just have been letting that mold go with just one use, which I find is weird.
Well, it seems to me like it's not that weird. They've just engineered it into the price point where they don't have to make their money back, with the second, run of it.
I mean, we've heard in the past when things were different that if it comes down to it, a Takara release of a mold can be enough to defray the investment on, like, if Hasbro and Takara both release a mold, they don't necessarily have to do a recolor of that mold to get their investment back. The releasing it on both sides of the market will generally take care of that. So, like, when Hasbro canceled the Scout class Rumble and Frenzy tank mold for US and European distribution, it coming out in the 2-pack for Japan was enough to get them their money back, so they didn't lose out on that. They may not have made a lot of profit on that investment ultimately, but they didn't go underwater on it.
Yeah, you can't make your business decisions on not losing money. You have to plan on making money, but that's better than losing money.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else? So Magnificus, Crosshairs, more Crosshairs. We saw Crosshairs last week. Or no, we didn't.
They revealed it on the stream, like middle August 16th, I think.
Yeah.
Do people like Crosshairs?
I like this Crosshairs. It's
does.
probably the best one we've gotten.
Which isn't saying a lot.
Yeah.
No.
And what was it? Last night was not last night. Age of Evolution, Age of Extinction was his first appearance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Corvette, so there's that too.
Just not feeling it.
No.
And
I'm getting him.
I mean, I like, in one sense, I sort of like the design idea behind Crosshairs, but it's not something that would ever map well to a retail toy.
yeah. And last night, Hot Rod.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Hot Rod.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so Hot Rod, I'm interested to eventually see how the transformation works on that.
I mean, it looks really good for a deluxe figure.
There's already videos up for Hot Rod.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for retail sources.
So the last one was a Walmart exclusive, and it shortly wound up at Ollie's. Is that right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it ever actually made it in any Walmart stores.
I bought mine at Walmart.
Okay, all right.
So, like, if you ordered from Walmart.com, they fulfilled the orders for their exclusive subline, but they never put that subline into physical stores.
Mine was a store pickup. Now they might have might have fulfilled it to the store,
Yeah.
And I picked it up there, but it was in the store.
Right, because you ordered it for store pickup, but like it wasn't, in their back. It wasn't in their back room and put out on their shelves. It was.
They
Yeah.
shipped it from the warehouse
It
specifically for you.
it was shipped via FedEx, and they lost money on it.
Yeah. Although probably, well, that's a conversation for a different podcast.
Well,
than this
so
one.
they do get a better rate, and never mind. I'll shut up. But yeah,
Like I said, different podcast.
Yeah.
The point overall, though, is Walmart ordered a whole subline of the Last Night recolors and stuff with one brand new mold made just for them that they never stocked into their stores and eventually got closed out through Ollie's and Ross and TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
Well,
So this hot rod will theoretically, technically be the Last Night hot rod to go out to general retail where you get it at, SRP and not just, finding it somewhere
Good stuff
on
cheap.
deep discount.
it looks so much better than the Walmart one.
they look about the same. Maybe not.
There's a big difference.
I didn't mind the Walmart one when it was new, but I guess
No,
compared to this one, the new one does look better.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for news. Who wants to go on what we got this week first?
I think we made an executive decision. Matt was. gonna
Oh,
go
Matt.
first.
Matt has to go first to talk about the one thing. That's right.
All right, let's see if my bandwidth can handle video.
Talk
I
fast.
can show it off if you want me to show it off while you talk about it.
Well, I got other stuff too.
Okay.
I shall try to be speedy. So, after 3 long years of waiting, Shout Factory finally released a 5-man on DVD.
Which one is that?
1990s.
Oh, okay. So
Series.
it's definitely not the newest one, okay, or the oldest one. Okay.
It's
No,
not the,
no.
It's the oldest one they've released.
Yes.
So they're not going in order in yearly sequence order, correct?
The way they started with Jetman was they'll release, I think, 2 newer ones and then an older one.
First one was what,
So-
78?
74, I think.
Oh, okay.
74 or 76, I can't remember.
Okay.
But and today they put up pre-orders for Abba Ranger, so I pre-ordered that too.
That's a
Nice.
newer one.
Because I am just
That
really
is
wanting.
that is a good one.
I'm really wanting Tokuger. I know I've got a ways to go for that one.
Yeah.
I just want them to make it to Gokaiger, quite frankly. But with I
Yeah.
mean, this is released through E1, so if Hasbro does sell that, then we may be out of Sentai DVD releases again. But I also got the Shoto Super Kit number 2 for Gokaiger, which is Gokai Silver and all the upgrade parts.
Mhm.
So when you guys talk about this stuff, it sounds like you're just making up the names.
I know, right?
All right. For my birthday, Brian sent me 2 packs of NECA stands for 6-inch figures, and they are wonderful. They will keep many of my more stubborn Marvel Legends from falling over constantly.
Triplet turned me on to them.
Yeah, and not causing a domino effect.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I just got that Venom with wings, and it does not have a foot peg. And I'm like, that figure should have a foot peg.
Yeah, strong guy back there is a major offender for falling over and taking out his entire team. He's very top heavy. And also for my birthday, I got these today. Diecast sent me the
Aston Martin.
007 Aston Martin
Oh, that looks nice.
Lego kit. Yeah, just shy of 300 pieces, so that'll be fun to put together.
That's nice.
And also the Wreck and Roll Collection Springer.
Sweet.
Does he look any better in person, or is that because that's just
He looks a lot better because I didn't pay for him. Diecast did.
But I mean, I think all of us kind of agreed that was just too much gray for Springer.
Now, see, I owe Hasbro an apology. I made those same complaints, but getting them in hand, I like it a lot better. I am a fan of the separate Autobot, the Wreckers badge, but I don't think it fits really well on this figure. I would have preferred a regular badge, but that's about the only complaint I have with them. Like I like this engineering anyway. I am still holding out hopes for a studio series release of it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Would be nice. I mean, he was a pretty important character in the movie. And I had a long weekend. I had Friday off, so I decided to make the 2-hour trek to my nearest Target and found Elita 1.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Really, really into it. I like it. I hope I'll be able to get a Minerva one day.
I am more into it the more I've played with it since the last episode.
Matt, I will do what I can to help out with Minerva when the time comes.
Same here. I'll look.
Where'd you
Excellent.
get that hammer for it?
That's
That's just
Smashdown.
Smashdown.
Oh, okay.
With
With,
Siege
sound-
sound waves. Yeah.
Siege Soundwave's weapon as a handle extension.
Mhm.
But I dig this because both the arms and the legs are integral to the vehicle mode. She's just not just folded up underneath of it. Like
Yeah,
they
they do
actually
things.
become parts of the car. It's so wonderful.
It's a transformer.
Yeah. So good job, Hasbro. And yeah, definitely looking forward to another release of that. Now, what you were alluding to, what you wanted me to talk about was finally, my white whale. Hasbro released a Delta Magnus.
It's got the wrong head, Matt. What's wrong with it?
No, it has the right head.
Yeah, I swear that's the first thing I did. I popped that head off. And
Uh-huh.
put the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a very large ball socket too, so
It
you
is,
don't even have to unscrew it. It just pops right off, and
Yep.
the new one goes right on. But powered convoy colors, finally an official Generations Magnus. Like I've never been the biggest fan of this mold. I think it's
Same.
too small for Ultra Magnus, and I don't like the parts forming of the trailer. Where it's just armor pieces that snap onto them. I've never cared for that, but I mean, I love these colors so much. I will take it however I can get it, and I am glad to have it now.
Well, Matt, I know there's upgrade kits for that Magnus.
I don't need them.
No.
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm just saying there's like some leg extensions that I bought that for the Sage Magnus to make them a little bit taller, and it does help. It does help the proportions a little bit with those. They're just mushroom pegs that slide in and slide out.
It's not even the proportions that does it to me. It's simply the fact of it's broken up armor as opposed to an entire body. It's just one of those things that eats at my brain. You know, I had the G1 toy where the trailer became the body and Magnus just kind of plugged into him. That's what I want.
So you don't want something like KFC's Die Stack where the trailer
Nobody should want that.
You don't want titanium Ultra Magnus where
no, you don't want titanium.
But I mean, like,
but I have the masterpiece, which is all integrated,
Right.
which I
Okay.
would be fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't see it really working at the retail price. I mean, I would love to see them try, but yeah.
Mhm.
But this one will work for now. Like more Delta Magnus colors in the future, please, Hasbro. Thank you.
Yeah.
So actually, in our Discord, Night Sword did some work on their Delta Magnus right away, swapping out some of the blue plastic parts from Earthrise Ultra Magnus, and like it actually looks a lot better without like the red glasses and chest windows.
Yeah, I think his glasses are supposed to be yellow anyway.
Yeah, so I guess red to blue then would be kind of a lateral move. It just kind of depends on the color balance you're looking
Yes.
for. But yeah, yellow would be ideal.
Yes, I'm looking at my masterpiece right now, and those are yellow eyes under the red helmet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Anything else, Matt? Any other thoughts?
No, sir.
Okay, I wanted to jump to a news item real quick that I didn't see. As we all know, the greatest toy line ever is Unit Roborn, the Machine Robo Universe line, and I just saw this that was shared this morning, like at about 10 hours ago, like right at lunch. There are two more. I have no. I can't read kanji. I have no idea what they're called, but it's a stack of pancakes in a dump truck. It's amazing.
I saw two new ones this morning.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember what the other
The,
one was.
let me try to get the right shot here. Okay. And the other is a penguin and a camera.
Yes.
But a dump truck and pancakes.
That turns into an elephant.
Like a mammoth or something. Yeah, it's wonderful. If I need to find like a dedicated news source on these, so I stay up to date because I want this entire series.
I want to know when those come out. Like, when are they supposed to be released?
Yeah. God, and I don't know, like with the ears, like it's almost like the Headmaster Tech Spec effect. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I love it.
It also looks kind of like not an equalizer, but the bars on a mixer. The clipping line,
like
the lights.
Yeah, like the. I mean, what?
Yeah, words are difficult, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm trying to VU meter, the VU meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Like I literally had to think back to my days in radio.
Yeah.
And I visualized the board and the text, and it says VU. So yeah, the VU meter. Sorry, I haven't worked in radio in 8 years. And that's so weird to me. But yeah, I love it. I need it. I'm gonna have to get it. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. I'll be quick.
Sure.
Because I got Delta Magnus. Also, I don't really have any notes besides anything Matt would have said. The Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus head is fine, I guess, if that's what you're into. Although if it is what you're into, you're incorrect. But yeah, like mostly I'm taking with Night Sword's modifications because they, besides switching some of the clear plastic, they did some custom paint work on it also, and just kind of like made the color balance change a little bit, and it pops a little better like that, I think. But you know, it, like Matt, it's something I've wanted for a while because I'm into the Diaclone updates, and I'm pretty happy to have this too. The add-on weapons from Legacy Laser Optimus, the axe and sword and Matrix are a nice bonus, I guess, but like they just kind of feel like, all right, where am I going to put these? Same problem with the extra head, actually. I love that there's the head swap option, but like, what do I do with that Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus head? Like, it's just going to be bouncing around somewhere until I lose it, and then I'm going to be annoyed because I'm, don't have a complete toy anymore, even though I wasn't going to use those parts.
So are you going to have like I bought 2 of them. I forget why I bought 2 because I'm an idiot. I guess it's the reason. But like I can have Delta Magnus, and I can also have like Magna Convoy going at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah, you could. Okay, so besides that, so I hung out with Hey Mickey over the weekend for the first time since 2019, so that was a nice thing. And generally that would always result in a visit to an antique mall or two, so that then almost always ends up in buying at least a couple of Star Trek figures. So on this visit, I ended up coming home with a Morn and a Chakotay in his Maquis outfit.
So it's this normal release of Morn. He comes with the drink cups and stuff.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I always have to get a couple of those Playmates Star Trek figures because it seems like no matter how many of them I just pick up for $5 or $6 at flea markets and stuff, there's always more I don't have somehow. One day that won't be true anymore, but for now, I'm just kind of enjoying, picking them up as I see them and like, oh, okay, I don't think I have that.
Did you say the other is Harry Kim?
No, Chakotay in his Maquis outfit.
Chakotay.
Why would you buy a Harry Kim figure?
Why would you buy Chakotay in the Maquis outfit?
Because it's not Harry Kim.
I mean, there's a range of good answers here, I have to admit. Let's see. Slightly on topic, but not super interesting. I was able to get a better Legacy knockout from finding one at Target near Hey Mickey.
Oh, cool.
So this one doesn't have any mismolded parts, and there wasn't even any paint wear on it. So I actually have a pretty decent one now.
Cool.
And it had turned out my Kingdom Tigatron's unpaintable plastic had yellowed since I got it. So fortunately, I was near an Ollie's while I was out visiting, and I was able to get a replacement Tigatron there, which maybe it won't yellow in the next 6 months.
Yeah, what's the over/under on that? Like, what's the certainty? Is it death and taxes, or like
there's no predictability?
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nobody has any real answers on this.
Okay.
It may be environmental. It may be something to do with how the machines are treated at the factory, how far into a run you get. because it's like with Motormaster, TFW's users were actually doing some tracking on batch numbers for Motormaster, and it seemed like the lowest batch numbers were the most prevalent to be yellowing like directly out of the packaging. And as you got farther into the production run, they would be better and you have less of a chance of it. So like one theory is like they're using some cleaning solution on the machines that's reacting with the plastic, and then as that wears off through the production runs, you have less reactivity with it. But honestly, nobody out here really knows what's going on. Hasbro may or may not know what's going on. Like they've alluded to that they've identified the problem and trying to fix it. But that, if it's something that's going on at the factory level, the factory may be just like, no, we're not changing what we're doing.
Yeah. I have so many yellowed G1 toys that I really don't worry about it. If as long as like being pearly white isn't like key to the look, I'm just gonna live with it.
I don't know. There's a difference between a 35-year-old
Exactly.
yellowed toy and a 5-day-old.
I'm not saying I'm
yellowed
happy.
toy.
I'm not saying I'm happy with it. I'm not saying, oh, great, I got a yellow toy, but like I'm not gonna replace it. I don't think.
I mean, that's certainly your option. It's incorrect, but no, I mean, I don't think I should have to replace
No,
the
you
toys
shouldn't.
when they're, a year old or less.
No, you shouldn't.
For the price we pay.
No, you absolutely shouldn't.
And there's going to be, some fresh hell to pay when HasLab Star Saber comes out and yellows 3 weeks in, and what are we supposed to do about that?
Oh, please don't say that.
I just realized that email that I sent to Hasbro about Unicron, Hasbro Pulse, I never read the response. I got a response, and I have been so bad about email that I haven't gone back and read so many emails. I need to see if they can help me with it or not.
You have to
Yeah,
read
let's
that
find
on
out.
the air.
Yeah, go find it.
Okay. God, I'm actually clinching a little bit with this.
Okay, so I'm done, Rob. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I have some stuff that I didn't have a couple of weeks ago. So first up, thanks to you, I have Velocitron, Road Rocket, and Cosmos.
Excellent.
Yeah, Road Rocket is not bad. Comes apart a little bit more than I feel like I'd be happy with in the transformation. Like the front end of the bike likes to come off a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It really feels like it like verges on some versatility in terms of accessories and things you could do with that, but that just doesn't quite get there with the parts that it has. I've tried configuring them a bunch of different ways and just nothing quite looks like it belongs in my opinion. But it's a good deco and it's a good head sculpt, so I'm happy to have it. And Cosmos is just great. That really kind of hit the same spot for me as Classics Bumblebee. It just has that feeling of being very solid and easy to deal with, and just feels good in the palm of your hand. It is a great figure, and
He's short. He's comfortable and easy to wear.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You don't wear shorts, though. How would you know?
I really don't.
I mean, Chris doesn't. How would Chris know?
I used to wear shorts.
Oh, you only wear slacks now.
Yeah.
So
Nobody needs to see my legs.
Yeah, true.
I don't even want to see my legs.
But
yes, Cosmos is shorts.
Yes, Cosmos is shorts. It's a nice, comfortable figure, and I also got Delta Magnus, and am really happy with that. Looks good, and I'm probably going to get some stickers to go on his shoulder, on his and Magna Convoy's shoulders at some point. But I do find myself wanting to do something with that extra head though, because it's a good sculpt, and I don't want it on this figure. At some point, if I am feeling really brave and my hands shake less right then, I might see if it fits Siege Ultra Magnus and see if I can do something along those lines. Since I have Kingdom in this, he's basically superfluous.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that would be a good route to take for customizing, because he's also already like very dirty and worn looking, which goes with that head sculpt pretty well, yeah. I think. But that's I think that's everything I have gotten in the last couple of weeks.
Cool.
actually cannot remember.
Okay, so I found the email. It's in a new tab. I did not read it. I'm honestly kind of anxious. I'm the type of person that will sit on the email unread for days before reading it out of fear and anxiety. So
I know the feeling.
So
I know that one.
I am opening myself up by reading this on the show. Okay. Hello, Brian. Thank you for your email. Our global consumer care team can best assist you with your requests. They are able to help you with replacement parts and prices with general product inquiries. Global customer... It gave me their customer care number. Okay.
Well, that was a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to... Their email address is... That is a weird email. I'm not going to read it over the air.
Uh-huh.
But that certainly does not sound like... That does not sound like a standard customer service email address. Okay. Well...
Maybe it's a special one.
Yeah.
I'm going to star this. God, this has been almost a month ago that I got this response. I forgot about it. Don, you want to go next?
Sure. Okay, I didn't get a whole lot. I want to give a shout out to Blade Gnome, Preternia, and Wheeljack64.
Some of our favorite people.
Yeah, I got a bunch of notifications at one time about some stuff going up at Target for their.
I don't know Preternia, but I know like the other two. They're awesome.
Yeah. So thanks to all of them, I now have. Hang on, let me change my window over. Sorry. There it is. Usagi. So I was able to pick up my Usagi Yojimbo from NECA.
So this is off topic.
Nice.
Yeah, this is off topic. Yeah, unless it's virtual. But it, but yeah, it's, that's all I got off topic was that. So very happy.
Declare your off topics, Don. Because like people like wanting to hear the Transformer stuff, they'll be disappointed when it's like not a Transformer.
We usually do off topic. I didn't realize there was a format change.
I'm just being a jerk.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I wound up getting two because my Target, I ordered one, then I went in the next day, and then Target had like 7 on the shelf, and you can only order one online. So I wound up getting 2. So I'm waiting for the third one to come in if anyone needs it, or I can take it back.
Hey Don, while you're pulling up the next item, I can see your Legends Ultimate cabinet in the back. Did you ever use that USB drive I sent you?
I haven't had time.
No. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's the answer I wanted to hear, Don. Do you know where it is?
Yes, it's in all my stuff. The pinball paddles, the instructions, all that is in a box.
At your wedding, can you bring that drive so I can image it? Because I need bring the drive so I can image it because I didn't make a copy of it before I sent it to you.
Okay, yeah, no problem. No problem.
And once you this is off topic, but I don't care. It's my show. Once you stick the drive in your machine, it encrypts it so that it can't be used by somebody else. So I did that, and my copy of the disc no longer works for other people. So I'll shut up.
Okay. When I was there looking at the NECA stuff, I found Alita 1.
What do you think?
I like her. Her hips are a little wobbly. She holds together fine in vehicle mode once everything's pegged together. She's not like Bumblebee movie Ratchet, where it just falls apart during transformation, but I do like it. I like her. I think this is a good mold for a lot of different people that'll work out. And while I was there, I got Studio Series Wheelie.
Jealous.
And here's the odd thing. At Target, again, it's another your mileage may vary thing. Ratchet and Wheelie were $8.49.
Mm-hmm.
4 class Spaceship Shockwave was $11.99 on the pole scanner, but rang up $9.99 at the register.
That's odder.
Yeah, so it's very, very odd. Like Wheelie, I'm hoping there's a small third-party kit that can hide those. The one thing is the hands in vehicle mode. Just it bugs me when they can't even put a hinge or something there. I understand the core class, but I mean,
for which what should be a joint on? And for what should be a joint? Yeah, The head?
You know, the hands, just so they're not sticking out the back.
Oh, I don't care.
Because all he has is a slingshot, so you can't stick a slingshot in the back and it's exhaust like Bumblebee Movie RC. You can't do that.
Like I cared when I first saw it, but like after seeing people like talk about it, I don't think I care anymore.
It's minor in terms of collecting things, but it just sort of bugs me. And then the last thing I also got when I got Alita 1, Target had gotten in a couple of deluxes in their what I call breakback box loose stuff, and I got a second Wild Rider because all that clear plastic just worries me. So I went ahead and picked up a second.
That's the one I can't find in person.
Because I figured if it breaks, at least I've got. Because if he's going to be in Minosaur mode, but I'm also debating about maybe getting another Motormaster and doing a set of Stunticons.
Yeah,
I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided.
That's what I'm doing. You should do it too.
And the last thing I got Delta Magnus. I tell you, these windowless boxes are not sturdy.
Oh, Don, I hate it.
In his comically oversized box.
Yeah, because see that it came undamaged. This was me trying to get it out of the box, just like trying
Did you try to take it out through the window?
No. I opened the box and I was trying to grab the corner, and when I grabbed the corner, I pushed it in.
Is the cardboard? Is the cardboard thinner than it was?
The cardboard feels
it's pretty thin.
I couldn't tell if it was the fact that the cardboard was thinner because the window's no longer there. It has some of the structural integrity.
Yeah, it feels very thin. But I wasn't even pushing on the window. I was pushing like here in the corner to try to like get it out of the box.
It totally killed the visual appeal of those really awesome boxes. I'm glad that I finally opened all my Shattered Glass stuff because putting them all on the shelf and then having that one without the window would ruin it.
Yeah. I would like to get another Jetfire, but I doubt that's going to happen because he's been gone for a long time.
What do you need another one for?
Well, because the box is so nice, I don't want to open it.
Oh, I just sucked it up and did it.
Yeah. So, other than that, that's all I've got.
Diecast?
Yep. All right. I got Knockout. And it's definitely a G1-ified knockout.
Yeah.
Prime knockout. I have a problem with this figure because nothing wants to tab in properly. Especially like the back feet did not want to tab in, and I have a lot of like visual damage on the peg for me trying to force it to tab in.
I don't have that, fortunately. Mine is not like that.
I don't know what was going on, but it's even the tabs, like there are tabs to tab the doors into the back of the.
Yeah, those don't work too well in any case.
They do not. They should. But I had to force it.
There are tabs back there to do that? Where are they at? They don't work.
I had to push so hard that I thought I was going to crack the clear plastic.
Yeah, the best way to handle the backpack when you have one that's, aligned correctly, there's a groove underneath the hinge that the roof is attached to for the edge of the doors to fit into.
Yeah.
So it's best to just line that up and get that in there and not even worry about the tabs inside the doors and roof.
I see that. Like I wasn't even worrying about it because it holds just fine without it. But now
that
you
it pretty
see
well
it,
does.
Yeah, now that you've mentioned it, I just pushed it in and it goes in just fine.
Yeah.
So at least on my copy, it's a tab catastrophe.
Show title.
It's bad.
Thank you.
But I got him. That was a Target run. I got him and Minerva. They were the only two on the shelf.
You had me for a second. You had me for a second. I was so angry.
I'm sorry. Alita 1.
I was happy for you and angry that I don't have Minerva at the same time. But it's
Yeah.
I only have one of those reactions, and spoilers, it's not happiness.
Yeah.
I haven't transformed her yet, so I can't speak of that. But as deluxes, they're all supposed to have ankle rockers. Whoever designed this is kind of because if you try,
is that a rule that they have ankle rockers
now?
Pretty much, yeah, since Siege.
But with
it's
her,
part of the standard model.
Okay.
As soon as you try and pose it, it's got like a hard pass, and then it just looks like the foot's broken. It's not very good for posing. So
You would be surprised.
I
she
don't
gets a
think
negative knock.
I
for
don't
that.
think when they were designing the toy, they were planning for that to be a nylon part the way it is.
Yeah, because it just straight flips over for transformation. So there's not going to be a catch there. But I have the same problem, but I can still
They are
pull
all
out some
like
pretty.
they're all like that.
Yeah, I can still pull out some pretty decent poses with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll work. It's just not fun. It's like the early runs of Siege Megatron, where the ankles would kind of click past straight down, and then there'd be no tension on them.
Yeah, it's not ideal. She's a great figure. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from her. It's just the
Yeah, you're trying to take her ankles away from her diecast.
well, they did that. But yeah, I mean, and she's gonna make a good Minerva too. So,
Presumably, yeah.
but yeah, I think that's actually all I got this week.
I think if the feet were not nylon parts, the fit would be better, and they would hold more tension through their range of motion.
Yeah, them being nylon, like they kind of look out of place. I know the knees and the shoulders are nylon because they're the same color,
Right.
but they're a lot smaller. So I think that's why it blends in a little bit better. And then the feet are just, huge. So, but yeah, that's everything I got this week.
Cool.
And I put a video up on RFC Reviews. It was
Might not be what people
basically-
expect.
Yeah, it's not what people expect. It's a Corvette video. It's a walkthrough on how to options to pick on a Corvette if you're going to be doing that type of thing, and what I picked and why.
Oh, cool. Okay. I guess I'll go. Nothing major. Delta Magnus. Also got Tarantulas, who is way nicer than I was expecting.
Yes.
It's so fantastic.
When I was talking about Tarantulas last week, remember I was talking about the sculpted patterns on the thighs that are unpainted. I actually did have Hey Mickey paint those when I was there.
Ooh.
And he was able to match the paint color, like I would say 95% to what is on the back. And it looks so much better that way. When I unpack the stuff that I took there and bought and everything, I'm going to take some pictures of that. Like, it is such a marked improvement. If anybody has the
Hey Mickey,
it has the Hey Mickey, or has their own steady hands to paint stuff with, has their own eye for detail to be able to do that. Like, no, I super recommend trying to fill in those details, because it really makes that last little missing bit pop.
but he still looks so great in hand.
He does.
It's a fantastic toy. I was not expecting it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm super pleased with it.
Yeah. Okay, so I got that. And last thing is I ordered this last week and he finally came Monday at Labor Day. It's
Really?
Yeah, it was DHL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Telemocha Beast Convoy.
Oh, neat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The full size one or the Robot Master?
The Robot. Robot Masters.
Yeah, that is a great figure. The
Yeah.
paint on that is just spectacular.
Yeah, so it has the DVD. It actually has 2 DVDs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, or 3D. It's got the one. It's in the box. Then attached to it, it's got one in a jewel. What is not a jewel case for a DVD, whatever it's called, DVD case. I like the look. He is sealed, so I'm not going to open it. But you can reseal these pretty easily. But I'm just going to leave it in the box because it looks so nice.
Yeah, even the picture on the DVD looks nice on the front.
Yeah, it's really clean. Yeah. So again, you buy from Japan, you buy from Mandarake, or honestly, even most of the stuff you get from like Yahoo Japan auctions. American, like a Japanese 7 is like an American 11. So. Yeah, I think Diecast and I were talking about the junk item thing. Like, Diecast junk item is going to be better than what you get from,
So like in our Discord today, tfradio.net/Discord, that exact same conversation was playing out with pretty much the same kind of examples. Like somebody jokingly put in a picture of like super beat up G1 Mirage that's all brown and missing half of itself. Near mint condition from a U.S. seller, where like a junk item. The example cited was like, the one panel of the box is a little sun faded, or maybe crunched a tiny bit. junk item.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely happy ordering from Japan. So also, of course, hey, use our Amazon link, tfradio.net/Amazon. You can buy whatever. It helps us out. Also, be a patron on Patreon at patreon.com/tfradio. We have multiple tiers. And some things have changed around a little bit, so I'm trying to best differentiate the tiers from each other. But the standout, though, the big one is the leaving money on the table tier. And if you're a patron at that tier, we'll mention you on the show, and you can also be
I thought that was
touched. Sorry. I have not had enough caffeine, and I am tired. It's not to the point where I'm slurring my speech, but I didn't really sleep last night because I thought I was sick. So yes, you can be any tier whatsoever, but the one that is most differentiated is the touch tier, and we're not touching you. Not really, not directly, but we do mention you on the show each week. And also, you can be on our History on the Fives podcast. And I just posted a bunch of them, and some of them to our public feed this past weekend. Rob is the host, and the guys have a lot of fun. So, so you can be on that podcast if you're a member at that tier. And every tier, though, gets an ad-free version of the show, and maybe now, going forward, an unedited version of the show, because if you're listening to the public feed, I cut some stuff out at the beginning. But I think I'm going to leave it in the Patreon feed. So those are our super fans. So, but you can go to tfradio.net/credits to see the list of patrons at the touch tier. And I just updated it. So if you want to be on this list, go to patreon.com/tfradio. But those patrons are Kevin Dorsey, patron number 1, still to this day. I guess you're always the first.
Yeah, he'll always be patron number 1.
Yeah. Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Ness, Joey Russell, Jay Rye, Sean Hamilton, Jacob Owen Lucia, Sean Bratton, Spider Bob, Tyrell Gwynn, Rick Mahurin, Blake Reynolds, Jason Tate. I need to go back to Boom Boz with Jason at some time.
Oh, that place was
that
great.
was great.
That was great. Eric Griffin, Angel Investortron, and Sean I. Williamson. Thank you all so much for being patrons at the touched tier. And again, all patrons get an ad-free version of the show, and now going forward, an unedited version of the podcast. Like all the little, I don't like my. We've been doing a podcast now. It's in a month. It'll be what, 20 off and on, but 23 years, 24 years. We'll be on our 24th year, I think.
Wow.
So my philosophy is at least for the last 10 years has been
Do as little as possible.
do as little post as possible. Do your stuff right the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and don't go back and edit if you don't have to. And now, especially because I have no free time anymore, I do less of it. But once in a while you got to, and this one is one where I got to do a little bit. But patrons, you'll get the unedited thing, the sausage being made. So let's see here. You can find us everywhere. Basically, we're at tfradio.net. All of our links are there. We're on Twitter at tfradio. I'm trying to use it more. I say what I'm trying to do more with our Twitter is promote ourselves, our personal Twitters, when it's something content, it's within our focus, but also like raise awareness on just cool things that I see. Used to have like this weird policy at I only want to retweet people that like we're following or whatever. I'm just retweeting stuff that I see now. I don't check to see if we're following the person or not. So, you can find all that stuff there at TF Radio and at facebook.com/TF Radio and on the Instagrams at TF Podcast. I'm personally at BrianKilby.com and at BKilby on Twitter and at Brian Kilby on Instagram. John DeLuna not here. He is at that John D everywhere. Rob Springer also not here. He's at Rob Springer. Last week we posted, I think it was right before RFC, we posted the newest episode of Transform Squadron. And that's up there at tfradio.net. Diecast, how do people get a hold of you?
They can follow me on Twitter at diecast2. They can follow me on Facebook at reviews by diecast, and they can see my reviews at youtube.com/RFC reviews. Yeah.
Cool. Don.
Well, I can be found on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. And 1 month from tomorrow, I will be getting married. And to that end, my fiance and I are going on a cruise. And if you go to tfradio.net/honeymoon, we do have a few gift certificates up. If you are in a position to help and would like to, and want to help us afford a few things on the cruise that we really couldn't get otherwise, there are a few things up left. But we want to thank everyone that's bought something and donated to the trip. And just thank you very much, and we'll see how everything goes, because it's getting close. It's getting close.
Yeah, Don. So you've been putting a lot of work into this wedding, planning, making sure that everything is going well.
I am the support.
Christy is. Okay.
Christy
energy is being put into it. Christy's doing an awesome job.
Yeah, she is.
But I just want to point out something. We did too. When Kim and I got married, we handled the whole thing. We did the planning. We were adults. We didn't have somebody do it for us. Our parents didn't. My parents were dead. We didn't have anybody paying for it. We paid for it ourselves. The sad part is, what I remember from my wedding? Nothing. Because you're too busy doing stuff, and you'll make sure to take lots of pictures and video. I'm going to do the video. And, just go back, because otherwise you will not remember a thing that happened. So, other than Kim breaking her foot at the reception, that happened.
What?
Have I not told you that?
I remember that story.
I had to push her through the. We went to spend most of the day in the emergency room, and I ended up having to wheelchair her around at least that day while she was doped up on pain meds that they gave her.
Kim's special day.
Yeah, Kim's special. Yeah, so that was fun. Chris.
Well, first off, Don, try not to break your fiance's foot. If you want to find me on the internet.
Well, we've already talked about dancing. I want to do the 7th grade dance thing.
We need to recreate OTFCC 03 and have all the guys on one side and all the chicks on the other. And listen to Metallica remix with Transformers sound effects.
Magic.
Or was that BotCon 05? I don't remember. It was back then.
Oh, I'm more feeling like that was probably BotCon 2005, because that seems tone deaf enough for that to be the case.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
So I'm on the internet. You can find my photography collected at playwithphotography.com. I have galleries, articles, things like that there. Also, for random photos I post, check on Twitter at playwithphotos. If you want to throw some support my way for the things I do, I'm on Patreon, patreon.com/playwithphotos for as little as $2 per month. Or if you want to just send me things randomly out of,
spite,
kindness or spite, whatever floats your boat. I have an Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/chrislist, and that is an affiliated link, which will send some money back to the show to, give us a little money to keep the show going out on the internet, because that's the thing that it does. We have one job.
Yes. Cool. Rob?
Okay, I'm on Twitter at Rob Flails, which is the Twitter for Flail Throughs, my YouTube channel. It's mostly about the Gundam gaming. Right now, still just mostly Gundam Battle Operation 2. I've got at least 2 other games I need to get back to now, and I need arms for that. I really do. But words.
Have you thought about a Dance Dance Revolution controller?
No, but I have thought about like a flight controller. That might actually be a little bit easier on me, I think. But I might play around with that when GBO2 comes to PC sometime later this year, probably. But
what you need is a Steel Battalion controller and make it work that way.
I have considered it. I just don't have the space, and really kind of want to set up. If I was going to do that, I think I'd want to move the camera to do a setup like that. That's what would make it worth it, and I'm just not there. But this last week in GBO2, they added the Hazel Custom High Mobility form, so we're getting some more Advance of Zeta stuff. That's I'd say a decently obscure stuff compared to what usually gets thrown in Gundam games. So it's good to see. And if you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs, you can throw me a couple of bucks and I will do requests. I've actually managed to get a few of those rolled out the last couple of weeks, despite everything. So that's been good. And I also have a wish list at tfradio.net/playlist, which is also an affiliate link in the same way Chris's is. So it will also help the show.
Sweet. You know, I love Amazon, and we plug them each week. I don't really love Amazon. Amazon's a necessary evil.
Yeah, we love their affiliate program, though.
We love their affiliate program. My favorite thing is buying something from Amazon. It's not really my favorite thing, spoiler. And they're like, hey, order in the next 2 hours. You can have this delivered Saturday. And I immediately order. And then it says arriving Sunday.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single time. Okay, that's the show. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Amazon.
Thank you, Skype. Okay.
Recording stopped.
Let me make sure the email, like it said that when I ordered it. The email, I swear, also said.
Was my audio good?
Yes, it was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I will not even bother to save this recording then.
Yeah. Okay. The email says Sunday, but it certainly said Saturday because I was planning out. I'm going to be out of the house part of the day Saturday, assuming we're all testing negative.
Yeah.
And no, Sunday. Okay. Well, I'm all at home all day Sunday. Anyway, so it's a large item.
How large?
200 pounds.
It's pretty large.
Yeah.
I feel bad for your delivery person.
Oh, that's not bad.
Pinball table?
No, pinball table's more than that. It's exercise equipment.
Oh, that's boring.
Well, I've got a spot in the gym. I took the bike out. I don't like the bike, and I took the bike out. I wanted to put a treadmill in, so I can just watch TV and walk. I think it's 200 pounds. Let me double check. I mean, they'll have a hand truck or something. That's not a big deal.
Well, yeah, you're not the one driving the hand truck.
I mean, I'll be carrying it down the hill to the basement. 143 pounds. That's not bad. Like I could never work like in a distribution center or something where you have the team lift thing because I will always try to lift it by myself. Yeah, I lifted like this. I had this gigantic. You remember like when I had the standing desk years ago?
Yeah.
Like I took that to the dump after I gave up on it, and it was gigantic. And a guy saw me trying to get it out of the back of the car or whatever I was lifting it out of, and he's like, "Hey, do you need help with that?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." And I made a point to pick it up over my head and throw it over. I probably broke something when I did that, but it was. But I will not. I can't not do that.
You have a problem.
I do have a problem. I've got a lot of problems.
Okay, but I'm only talking about one in particular right now. We all have a lot of problems, Brian.
Oh, so many. So many.
So I was at work. I try to be my authentic self at work. That's something that you I think for happiness at work, you should strive to do if at all possible.
But what about the happiness of your coworkers?
Well, that's the reason hiring is important, and you want to make sure that I hire for people that will fit in with the team.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's sensible
and are good. But a lot of people will only hire for like resume and experience. And, that's just a horrible idea. But
I was more thinking in the context of where you're trying to be yourself at work, but you're not also in charge of hiring the people that you work with.
No, I'm not in charge of these people. These are my peers. But that's why it's important to make good hiring decisions so that you can bring somebody in like me and not have them hate everybody. But we had a team get together last month, and it was our overall broader team, and it was a trivia contest, and I won it. And we're doing another one next week, and I'm like, I'm not looking forward to this because I'm going to have to win. It's like I'm highly competitive, and if I, like I've already established the fact that I won, and I'm going to win this one, some way, somehow. And I think they're probably taken a little aback by that because that's not how I am normally. But like they don't know how crazy I can get.
Well, Brian, what you do is you say when this happens, is like, guys, I'm going to have to abstain. After I won last time, I started having flashbacks.
I can't do that.
No, the Trivial Pursuit accident of 1995, and I just can't play anymore.
No, I want to play and I want to win.
When they do this enough and he sweeps it every time, they are just going to eventually stop letting him participate.
Possibly, that's my hope. Like I don't know that I'm going to win. I want to. I think I will. But like the last time, it was pop culture, and that's like what I'm weakest at. Like this time, the theme is like back to school, so it's like middle school math and science, and I'm like, I'm gonna win this.
And this thing is so huge.
Oh, Brawl just came in at BBTS, so I just paid for him, and then Onslaught is still pending.
Yeah, Studio Series Wheelie came in BBTS for me today. So
now, Diecast, that set includes the extra feet, right?
Yep.
If you want to use the traditional black feet, it comes with that. That's why Onslaught's a little bit more expensive than the original release, is because of it includes the add-on set.
Just the feet, though. I think.
Oh, is it? Okay, I thought it was a few more pieces to the add-on set, because everything else is built in though, because it's they're all in one combiner.
Yep.
So
Okay.
Star Trek Lower Decks is still good.
New episode tomorrow. Yeah, I really liked last week's episode.
Mm-hmm. The
Like,
Hunt.
the pilot was what did you say?
The Hunt.
Yes, the pilot was not the pilot. Season premiere was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I especially liked last week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
new episode of She-Hulk tomorrow too.
I really
I don't care about that remotely as much. By which I mean not at all.
yeah, so for me, She-Hulk's like right in the middle, but it's the show that I want to see continue on as an ongoing series the most.
Yeah. I don't have the problem with She-Hulk that everybody else does. My problem is that they turned the Wrecking Crew into jobbers.
The Wrecking Crew really made me sad.
Yes.
But like not so like, but there's so many Marvel characters, they all can't be in the MCU. Not really. They could, but not well. And but like my problem with She-Hulk from the early previews was the Uncanny Valley. But like I watching it, I don't really see that.
I still see it, but knowing what they put the freaking animators through,
Yeah.
I forgive it.
Oh yeah, and me too. But it's not as good as the Dan Slott comic that it's based on.
No, literally the only problem I have with the show so far is that they turn the Wrecking Crew into jobbers.
It's good. It's just not as good as the comics that I really liked that it's based on.
I never read the comics.
Oh, no.
So are they following a specific run of the comics?
It's vaguely based on the Dan Slott run from
Okay,
nearly 20 years ago, whatever
Yeah,
it was.
minor changes here
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah, it's not major, yeah.
Okay, the reason I asked him because apparently Jack of Hearts is back in the current She-Hulk series, and I was thinking,
Don, that's not that.
I didn't think so.
Well, I don't know because it's a cameo heavy show.
That's true. Jack of Hearts could show up.
It's
But,
probably more likely Jack of Hearts will show up in the Lower Decks.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Lower Decks is more likely to make a reference to a character like Jack of Hearts, who's basically a joke. Where She-Hulk is not going to do that. She-Hulk is going to be at least vaguely respectable to most of the characters.
Jack is one of the most powerful
Except the
characters
Wrecking Crew.
in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, he's kind of a joke.
I like that time when he blew up. That was great.
Yeah. but it's good. It's not my favorite by any stretch, but it's the one. It and Loki are the ones that could most be a TV series.
Hated Loki.
I didn't hate Loki. I liked Loki. It's not my favorite though. Still. So yeah, I know a lot of people just didn't like Loki. I didn't hate it.
I could have just not liked it, but it went to hate. I only ever watched it the once, so I can't remember if it was episode 3 or 4 or whatever, where they like kill everybody, and then immediately the next episode they're like, "Oh yeah, there are no stakes to the show at all."
Yeah, I can see that. There are no stakes to it anyway because the basic definition of this is the series anyway.
I did like Kang, but that was it.
Was he Kang or Immortus? I forgot.
Or Iron
Well,
Lad.
they just called him He Who Remains.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. He's not Iron Lad for sure.
no.
Yeah.
But he's going to be Kang. I've heard no mention of Immortus yet, so
Yeah.
maybe he'll be Ramatad.
Yeah. She-Hulk's good.
You know, I wonder if, given the current Marvel Disney push with all these shows, if they restarted showing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., could it find a
No.
wider audience now than when
No.
it
I mean,
started?
it's on Disney Plus.
Oh,
People
it
can
is?
watch it if
Okay.
they want.
Okay, I didn't realize it was on it. Okay. It just seems like the show was. I mean, I stopped right when the Ghost Rider season started because they moved the time slots, and I just haven't gone back to watch it yet.
I never made it past season 2 because I just don't care about Inhumans. Like
3 episodes of
everybody
season
else.
1.
Like everybody else in the world, I just don't care about the Inhumans.
I stopped watching it when I fell asleep in the middle of an episode in season 1.
Yeah,
It's
3 episodes of season
understandable.
1.
That first half of season 1 was awful.
Yeah.
And they just kept replaying it because they couldn't spoil a movie.
See, that's one thing I wish they would do is because Shield kind of had to react to the Marvel movies going on, but you never got Shield in those characters in the Marvel movies to kind of make it seem like they were a bigger.
That's because
part.
they were run by 2 different departments.
I know, but I'm still saying if they're making the show work around the movies to some degree, then the people in the show should be able to be in the movies to tighten the continuity between them.
Well, the production timelines on a movie and a TV show are also vastly different.
I know, but at some point in 7 seasons, some of them people could have brought Coulson back and explained, "Hey, Tony, I'm back." You know, something to just.
There's so much going on in those movies, though. They don't want to take the time to stop and explain a TV crossover.
Well, it's sort of like Transformers Prime versus Robots in Disguise 2015. Yeah, one's a sequel show to the other, but they give the barest mention of it until they finally remember, oh, hey, let's do the world tour of places we've been in the other show that we never really talked about until then. And if they had just worked S.H.I.E.L.D., those characters into the movies, at some point during the 7 years S.H.I.E.L.D. was on, whatever, how many years it was on, you could have had some of that tit for tat, and you didn't get that.
Well, you gotta just kind of accept the fact that they don't exist in the same thing now, because otherwise you'd have 2 different Mockingbirds now. Because
Oh.
All right, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, I need to go
Bye,
too. I'm
Decca.
tired. I'll see.
See ya.
People watching video, I'm
Take
going to
care,
kill the
guys.
stream because I'm going to bed. So,
Good plan.
goodbye. Let's say goodbye to YouTube first. Any word on reviving the comment section on the site? No.
On YouTube.
Night, y'all.
YouTube? I don't even know.
I mean, it's probably still being turned up by default because it keeps thinking we're for kids.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Okay. Bye, YouTube. Okay.